Hey guys, how's it going? Naked All Day, bringing you episode number 9. Thanks for coming back. If I've kept your attention this long, then I must be doing something right. If you're less, then you won't know I'm just talking behind your back now, anyways. Prick. No, I'm kidding. Alright, so, anyways, where we left off, last episode, we were building the Thaumcraft room. We were cooking up some red stone granite, and we did a lot of that. Actually, I have way too much of it. We even got some black granite. And what? What? Can't really. Something serious is going on in the Thaumcraft room. Oh. Here we go. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know what you guys could see, but I just thought it would look like a really cool void. Um, the texture pack, the original texture pack, this stuff looks really black. I mean, you can see the brick texture. It's like more of a reddish brown. But, yeah. I think the red really pops out, and we'll have our infusion crafting and all the components around the edges and stuff. I think it's going to look really neat. So, we're still preparing to do some Thaumcraft stuff. I've been doing some random things last couple of days. I've been super sick, man. I got the flu, 105-degree temperature, and between my long sleeping periods, I got some things done. Like I built myself a sword, and I feel kind of bad I do it on camera, but I did want to walk you through what I did on the sword. So let's just grab our book here and just show you what I used. I went with a long sword. The long sword is an offensive weapon. It is used for full speed charges and plowing through the enemy lines. Right click lunge. When released, it sends you charging forward at breakneck speed. Did I even build that? Oh no, that's not the one I built. I built the broadsword. That's what I built. The broadsword is a defensive weapon. It is a favorite of many tinkers and is useful in a wide variety of situations. Right-click block. Blocking cuts a wide variety of damage types in half. Melee weapon effective on webs. It takes a sword blade, a tool rod, and a wide guard. The way I built it was I went with manilium because I had some left over. That's the mixture of Ardite and Cobalt. So I went with a Millennium blade, Manilium blade. Where are we at here? Is this it? Broadsword. Yeah. I went with a paper guard and a Ardite handle. And what that did for us was it gave us writable stone bound from the Ardite, writable from the paper, and it just came really strong with the Millennium blade. I've since added flux to it, same thing that I added from the hammer, so I could recharge it. It doesn't take any damage, and I've also added quartz crystals from the Nether, and that allows it. That gives us sharpness, which does a lot more cutting. So we attack for 5.5 hearts now. We still have 2 modifiers remaining. And I have an idea on what I want to use for my next modifier, and I'll just show you in the book towards the end. And I went to the Nether a couple times to try to get the bone. I think it's the bone I need from the Wither skeleton. Okay, well here's the crystal. Increases attack damage. Has less of an effect on tools with piercing properties, so like arrows and stuff. This necrotic. Placing the bone of a wither skeleton on the tool gives the nefarious life-stealing power. So this will give us life-stealing, so that's kind of neat. And then the other one that I want to put on here is this one. Beheading. Beheads mobs. Enemies drop their heads as a result. Now this takes an obsidian and a pearl. So I've already got those. So let's go ahead and do that now. Obsidian and an ender pearl. Oh, my ender pearl farm, it's working nicely. Every time I log on, it gives me 10 ender pearls, and it's like, I'm so happy I built that chunk loader. Good job, dude. Keep working. Okay, so again, just to upgrade tools, guys, you take your item that you want to upgrade, stick it in there, put your ingredients, and it will tell you what you're getting in return. And we want that, so perfect. We just upgraded our sword to beheading. That's good because we could use those heads that we get for Thaumcraft, which we are about to jump into. A couple other things I've done. I started a rubber tree farm, but I'm pretty finicky about my rubber trees. Each tree has to yield at least 2 or 3. If not, I just chop it down and grow another plant. Like this one. That one has. They all have 2. I've extended the land a little bit. I found mullenberries and went and planted them, so they're almost full. I built the second floor. Oh, and by the way, you could fly with bat now. I discovered that a couple episodes ago. It is overpowered, and I actually hear Direwolf and his crew talking how overpowered it is. There's going to be a rebalancing, so I am not going to. I'm going to use the bat to show you things, you know, and we'll try not to rely on it. And I would still get things that will allow me to fly through advancement in technology or whatnot. Now for the roof tiles, I used ghost wood. I think it looks pretty freaking clean, man. Ghost wood on the rail here, my white picket fence. That's regular oak. This is regular oak. And ghost wood's fence post. I found these silverwood leaves. They have flowers on it, so that's kind of neat. I try to make it look like it's growing up the side of the house there. Yeah, so just getting things going, man. 10-second on the server, man. He showed me his house. He's got some really good stuff coming up over there. He's gonna next time him and I are on at the same time, then we're gonna take care of some stuff and go over there, and I can show you his house because he's got some really neat stuff. Okay, so let's see. Morph back into me here. I've added an elevator up here. Now this ghost wood is kind of neat. You see how the light from the torches are illuminating through the wood. And during the day, this is not dark at all. The sunlight comes right through the roof. I'm not sure how that works at all. But notice how the lines aren't red. They're just yellow. I don't know. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff. Okay, well, there's a couple things I want to do. I want to do some improvements in here, and I've been doing some research, and there's an item I want to build. So it's through thermal expansion, and it's the glowstone illuminator, and maybe some liquid ducts with lava is how I want to like illuminate this room. I think that would be pretty cool. An illuminator apparently covers like 16 blocks. So if we're like 8 high, then we could definitely get down if I stick it right there in the center. And we're probably 5, 10. I mean, we should be able to fill this whole room with just one light. So let's go ahead and try to build that, yeah? Let's see. Oops. I've done something. There we go. Glowstone. Here we go. I'm not sure if this takes power or anything, but it looks like we're going to have to take some energized glowstone. I don't even know how to do that, but we'll build this illuminator frame first, which is hardened glass, silver nuggets, and redstone. So let's just grab a piece of silver. Pretty simple. Get some nuggets. Let's grab some hardened glass. I've already got some. Some redstone. Click here, hold shift, click here, hold this out. Now let's look back at how to make this stuff. Magma Crucible, I just need to melt down some glowstone, looks like. So we have some of that. I don't know how much we're going to need, so we're just going to throw a little bit at a time. Oh, it tells us actually 1,000 millibuckets. Oh no, we've got to somehow get this destabilized redstone out. I need to put that into something. Maybe I should make another portable tank. Copper and glass, that's right. I don't see a problem having some of these, dude, at all. Even if it just looks good on a shelf, really. Having this filled with redstone or something. Now what we're going to have to do to get this out of here is probably pump it out the back, maybe, with a fluid duct. So we're going to have to, maybe, I can't pump it at the bottom because there's freaking, where's my wrench? Temporarily, let's take out. Let's take that off. Just put a pump there. Let's say this is out. I wonder how. I don't understand redstone that well. No redstone. Maybe we need a fluid duct to pull it out first. See if I have any. Maybe if I put it to the top. Just gonna make a lever, see if that works. Yes, I already have one. I've been watching some of my old other episodes as I edit them, and sometimes I'm looking for something and I pass right over it, and it's sitting like right here, and I'm like, oh, I don't got one, and I go and build another one. I'm sure eventually somebody's going to start making comments on it. I see it happen to everybody else, but I'm aware of it, and kind of don't care that I do it. That doesn't work. Oh, here. Why are we not pulling this out? I don't get it. Okay, already. Do I need to put it into something? I think I need to put it into something. I don't think I can pump it out of something. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm just going to make some tin cans, I think. I think that's enough to hold what we need. Let me figure this out, guys. I'm wasting too much time on camera trying to do this. You guys are like, just do this. It's probably so simple, but not for me. Okay, we'll be right back. Alright, well, the only thing I could figure out was to make some redstone energy conduit. Apparently, you have to inject stuff or something. So now I'm hoping that I could get my inputs from the right. I'll get my energized glowstone, stick my illuminator in here. Perfect. We should have it. Let's see what this thing does. Huh? I don't know if it works. I'm assuming it works. I have F7 pressed, so if it doesn't work, we should get yellow and red lines everywhere. Like that. Oh. It's not working. There's still a signal? There it is. Okay. Maybe it takes a while to build up. Some items do that, so let's just go out of here, shut the door. I think we're going to need a torch right here. See what happens. Okay, we're not seem to getting a lot done this episode, so let me pause the video, see what else I want to do. While we prepare to get into Thaumcraft. We might even just go ahead and start Thaumcraft, maybe with its beginning components. In the next episode, we'll jump into research, maybe. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so stand by. Let me get some things squared away, and we're going to jump into Thaumcraft. Alright, real quick, I just wanted to try and see how this looks. What we do is go ahead and put these bricks down here. Let's put some. So now that our fluid duct's filled with lava, if I take this off, they stay with lava. I wonder if I just run this all the way around the table here, leaving this one open so I can walk in and out to the altar. Or maybe I could run these up this pillar here. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just use these, I guess. Kind of looks neat. We'll play with it. Alright, so basically, guys, we need to make a Thaumanomicon. That's our first goal. Man, can I get out? Jeez. Okay, so unless you've already found one in a dungeon or a drop or a chest somewhere, we're going to have to build a Thaumanomicon. And let's see, I think we're going to need to build a bookshelf. So a bookshelf is 3 books and planks. So a book is 3 paper and some leather. We got that. So let's get that. Where's our paper at? No paper? No paper? Okay. I've been collecting some reeds, so we should have a bunch. One, two, 3 books. Thanks. Okay. Now we need to make ourselves a wand, so we're going to need to get some iron. 2 iron ingots. We're going to make iron caps out of it. So get your iron nuggets, and then take 2 iron caps. Put the caps here, with a stick in the middle. Perfect. Now we got our first wand. If we throw the bookshelf down on the paper on the ground and just right click it with a wand, we get a Thaumcraft. And there's a lot to explain, so we're not going to get into too much detail just yet. And it's a lot of it has changed from my understanding. I haven't yet dabbled with the new version 4.1c, but a lot of this, some of this stuff has been researched for me already. It looks like, maybe, possibly. That's because somebody else in the server has done some research and given it to me, and you can now share your research. So that might be the case. I stopped accepting his researches because I wanted to learn a little bit about it myself and then do that on camera. But yeah, it looks like he's gotten golems done already and a lot of stuff I don't understand. But what we want to get to is on the artifice page, we want to build these things. We need a research table and an arcane work table. So let's start with the tables here. It's going to take 3 slabs and 2 planks and a regular workbench. So let's make 3 of these. Let's see. Okay. Perfect. Okay, running out of room. Let's put some stuff back really quick. Move some of this stuff because I don't want it there. Okay. Pretty empty now, I think. Yep. Glass. Louder. Okay, so we got 3 of these, but we also need to make like a ink something. What's it called? Let's just look at our thumbnail account, shall we? Click on the research table, scribing tool. That's what we need. We're just going to take a glass vial, feather, and an ink sac. So we're going to need, there we go. Get a glass vial, let's go get a feather, and hopefully an ink sac, which we have 24 of. Good. I think this is shapeless crafting, so it means no specific recipe pattern. Simply anywhere you put it will work. Okay, so let's go put these tables down. I think just this corner will work just fine. So we'll put one table here, take our wand, right click on it, and now give us our arcane workbench, work table. But it also takes your wand, so let's take that back. And we'll put the next table here, well, two of them, and then get our scribing tool. And I like to put it on the left side. Simply right click on it, I think. There you go. Must have been lagging. You can also get paper, and we're going to stick the paper there. So let's go grab some paper. Now there is a lot to explain in Thaumcraft, guys. A lot. Oh, it crashed the server. Okay, well that was weird. My client just crashed all of a sudden. So back to it. Right click on the table. Maybe I'm just lacking. Yep. Huh. I found a way to crash my client. We're going to have to record this. Alright guys, well, welcome back. I think I figured out the problem here. So the way things used to be was you take your paper and you stick it in the slot, which if I do that now, it's going to cause the client to crash completely. Because, as far as I'm aware, you have to go into your Thaumanomicon.
Oh, you guys aren't watching? No.
Alright, so you have to go into your Thaumanomicon, and then you got to pick a research. By having paper in your inventory, the first thing that I'm going to want to research maybe is, let's just take a look at some of the things we've already researched. The things that are blinking are things that we need to research, I do believe, or maybe they're black like this. So let's just choose one that we don't have yet. What's this? Missing required research. Let's do this one. So if I need a scribe tool in my pocket, I guess. Or maybe, hope that doesn't crash the computer. Let's go get a scribe tool. We have paper. Go back and now click on the silverwood wand. Get out of there, open up my inventory, and it gives us a research note. We right click on the table, stick this in here, and put our scribe tool back in there. Now basically how this is supposed to work is we're supposed to find the aspects involved in the silverwood wand, and we have to try to connect the 3 question marks. We're not yet ready to do that because I need to go around the world finding more aspects. So the next thing that we need to build is, if you look into our Thaumanomicon here, we need to build a thermometer, which is 2 gold, a glass, and 2 of any type of shard. So let's go build that now, or get the ingredients for it at least. 2 gold, 2 glass, and 2 of any shard, and we'll use ones that I have the most of. We have red here. Yeah, red. We have the most red, so let's just go there. Now, if we go back in our Thaumanomicon, it's going to tell us where we need to build it. We could build this in any regular workbench, so let's go ahead and build it in our workbench here. So if I'm not mistaken, the recipe is like this. And that gives us a thermometer. Now with this thermometer, this is going to allow us to look through it and find really special things out in the earth. It's going to find, I know we've been talking about aura nodes sporadically in the episodes, but this is going to allow us to see it like a light bulb. Sometimes silverwood trees have them. This one doesn't, which means I will eventually chop it down. So I just like to find one really quick just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. So let me just run around, see if I can spot one, and then I'll turn the video back on right when I see one so you guys can see it. Oh, there it is. You can see it shining through the sand, actually. You can actually see two of them. See that? 1, 2. Running up to these and right-clicking allows us to research it. Now, this you can see all the research that just went up into the upper right there. This is going to give us water and fire, which is aqua and ignis. Now, if we go back into we could go back to the other node later, but I'd like to show you what now is going to take place. Is now that we researched that, all those little icons that you see go into the upper right-hand side of my screen there are basically research points, and those research points are what we could use or spend when trying to research nodes. So if we go back into our table here, we'll see that we now have more. We have 25 fire and we have 32 water, where we started off with 19 of each, or somewhere near 19. So we're going to also want to start scanning things in the world, like dirt or stone or, things like that. So here's some sand. So if I get my thermometer out and right-click on it, it's gonna allow us to research the sand, because we already know the aspects of Orno, and Terra is the new one that we just got. No, Terra is actually an original, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Terra. So if you already know the aspects of whatever you're looking at, it's going to allow you to scan it. If you know the primary or the primal aspects of an object, but not the complicated aspects, it's still going to allow you to research it. So if you can't research something like, for example, this stone, we were able to do it because we already had the aspect there. But if we go and do, let's say, grass, it's not going to let us do it because there's an aspect that we're missing. Probably some sort of aspect that goes into making dirt. So what you start doing is you want to start scanning everything around you. Now this is going to be, so we're going to go over more of the scanning next episode, since we're kind of towards the end of this episode. I'm just going to tie it up now, because there's probably going to need a whole episode on just scanning stuff and like theory on what to look for and what to scan next. I have, over the course of many new servers, been making a list of what I should be scanning first, second, third, fourth, and so on. So it just makes it easier for me. I don't have to remember it. I will tell you guys what it's going to be, but I will have to say that it's going to be a spoiler. So if you don't want to know what that is, I will make a quick section of a video and have you skip forward or whatnot. Or maybe I'll just make the whole episode a spoiler so we can just get it over with. It might be a small episode just to, yeah. But anyways, guys, we've broken ground, and we've jumped right into Thaumcraft, and hopefully here pretty soon I'm going to get a lot of things researched through my thermometer. It's going to give me research points, and it's going to allow me to start making these research notes complete and giving us new technology to work with and new magic items. I'll probably go ahead and make lava tubes and stick them everywhere and just finish this room off camera. Now that you kind of know how to do what I'm doing, you could do your own pattern, but that's what I will be doing. So yeah, questions, comments, likes, thumbs up, guys. I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate your support. I appreciate what you do for me and my page, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.